Hello everyone, welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. In the previous video lecture in System Verilog OOPS series, we had seen in detail about static variable with the help of coding example. There we had seen one way to initialize static variable during declaration. There are other ways also to initialize static variable which we are going to see today. One way in which you can initialize the static variable is by using the task. Here, if you can see, I have a task initialize static where I am taking an integer argument, and then this integer argument, whichever I am getting in the task, I am assigning it to my count. So whenever you call this initialize static, whatever initial value you are giving, that initial value will go to the count and your count will start from there. Here if you see, I have created three objects of the transaction class T1, T2, T3, and before calling the new constructor for the first object, I am initializing the static variable transaction count to 100. It means I want my count to start from here. So when the first object is created, your count will be incremented by 1. So from 100 it will become 101, then it will become 102 and 103 and so on. Let's run this example and analyze the output. I am expecting that the count should initialize to 100 and from there it should keep on incrementing for every new object created. Here you can see for first object, after calling new, your count was incremented by 1, it became 101. Then when you call second new, it became 102. And when you call third new and when you printed, it became 103. Now say, I don't want to use this. If you don't want to use this task, then what will happen? If you are not using this task, then the value at the initialization, which is 0, is used to increment the count. It means it will become 1, 2, 3. Now say I don't want to initialize for the first object, but for the second object I want to initialize. So here you will call T2 dot initialize static, and here I want my count to start from say 10. Now let's see what happens. For the first object, your default count value was 0. So when you created the new, for first object you call the constructor new, the count incremented by 1 and it became 1. From 0 it became 1. Then for the second object you are initializing it to 10, and when you are calling new, it is incrementing by 1. So from 10 it becomes 11, and now it is 11, and again you are calling the third constructor, so it became 12. This is how, if you want to start your initialization from a particular object, or even after having a default initial value, you want to give certain other initial value as per your test case, you can do that using a task. I hope these coding examples and these lectures are helping you to understand VLSI concepts in easy language. Again, this is just a sample example. You can create your own example, use different static variables, different kind of task, and try to create initialization for the static variables. Practice as much as you can. And to learn more concepts in VLSI, please subscribe to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Thank you.